pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Play action. It's Burrow. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
53, check 53. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Mayfield to throw it. Left side here to Sanders. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Sanders, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, and even 19 miles an hour.
Mayfield now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McCann's kick up and good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Burrow looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. Sermon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Pat Freiermuth. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Kick it away after the touchdown. And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go play action with Burrow.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action. Mayfield.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Samuel.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
2nd and inches at the Cowboys 39.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
McCann's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He's got it to Gibson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From midfield now, Burrow. It's caught left side by Cooks. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Play action now. Burrow. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. That completes it again to Metcalf. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Touchdown, Cowboys! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Josh Jones in on the stop. Second and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. Yeah, he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to let them feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. That'll make this a 6-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow will find Ayuk open right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Mayfield. Well, that's complete to Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were